community is spread out all across the US. So the unique thing about us is that through online phone banking like software, we're able to get people activated no matter where they are in the US to phone bank for a specific race or specific action. But we sent people out to Virginia, for instance. On the ground, we got like Airbnbs for people to go canvassing. We knocked a bunch of doors. We reached a ton of voters through those different efforts. And then now, we are doing even more action besides just canvassing and phone banking. We also do text banking. We're going to be doing letter signing, like sending letters to legislatures and stuff like that. So it's just trying to get people engaged in whatever way they feel comfortable to achieve progressive victories.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And I appreciate that you're being organized without being an organization, right? Because this is something that we talk about a lot, is a lot of these well-intended grassroots groups start out, they're great. And then they're like, I look at climate defiance and I'm like, oh, I want them to stay solid. I want them to stay on point. But then it doesn't always work that way. And so when you guys are looking at yourselves as an organization, what is that in terms of like your management, administration? Like, is there an organization there that is primed to be co-opted, or are you guys sort of like acting like, spread out?
We are pretty spread out. I mean, like right now, we have like our leadership structure is we have some core directors, and then we have advisors, and then we have leaders within the community. And all these people, except for one of our directors, came from the community. One of the directors that we have with us, his name is Sam. He's the founder of PV, and all the rest of us just came from that community and just built our way up. So I think that in the last like 6 months, we've been working really hard to make sure that we're primed to have the community build us up and not and let them shape the future of PV and not just be this kind of standard org that's just forced to go in whatever way the money chooses.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate that, and that's really important, and that's why I feel like it's important for me to sort of like not like watch out, but I feel like some of these younger groups can easily be co-opted by very establishment, nefarious forces that come in looking like, we want to assist you and help you raise money and whatever. And it's not good. So I appreciate what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh, I think you're muted.
Sorry about that. I'm trying to do
That's all right.
I'm trying to run, produce, talk, and all those things at the same time. Brother with Jay Barlow of Progressive Victory. How have you found the response so far when recruiting people to come in? Do you have like a pretty big, I mean, here's the thing that I think a lot of people really don't understand about some of the progressive groups. Like Jen and I, especially Jen, has a very good rapport with Vosh, who is a very noted Twitch streamer and YouTube personality. And I think a lot of people really don't understand things like Reddit and Discord and the places that a lot of like Gen Zers and millennials tend to communicate. A lot of them are really stuck in this world of, well, if you're not just talking on Twitter all the time, then you're not really doing anything. Can you talk about kind of the groundswell of support? Because we're kind of just getting this vibe, especially right now with the prospect of either a Trump versus Biden again type of situation in 24. There are millions and millions of restless individuals out there, especially in your generation.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like recruiting goes, I think that we just have to have this this diverse tactic of recruiting from all angles. Like we primarily are focused on capturing the audience of these like large content creators, but also we need to be active on Twitter. We need to be active on TikTok. We need to be active on YouTube to allow for that, because we want to make sure that all of these different communities that are engaged in these different content spaces, that they have somewhere to go to do political action. And the Discord community that we have is a place for like us to like live and hang out and get informed about how we work, how you can volunteer, how you can do all these different things. But yeah, I think it's essential to like pull from all these different spaces for that goal.
Right. So you don't have like, it's not like you have one voice, right? I mean, you've got all different candidates in all different places that are people that could be supported by your group. And there's got to be a variance. You've got so many different types of communities, and it's not all the same. Not everybody needs the same things, and you have to be. And that's one of the biggest problems I find with a lot of like groups that have a very strong center, like, and not center philosophically, but center organizationally, because I feel like they don't have the leniency to really get involved in the context of different constituencies and different districts and different people. And it isn't black and white. Right? Like there are certain things. And so you have to be able to flow with that. And when an organization doesn't do that, I feel like it's very counterproductive.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think one of the things that we've been building up over the last 6 months, but even really just in the last month, is our state organizing program. So this allows members from any of the states to propose action in their state and ask for resources. So say they have like a local candidate that they want to support. We supported Bob Shippey in the primary for his election. Unfortunately, he lost, but we were able to that was something that our community brought up, asked for support on. They interviewed both of the progressive candidates for that race, decided they wanted to support Shippey, and then we mobilized on that doing phone banks, and we even got to meet the candidate, which was awesome. So having this kind of like grassroots style of allowing members to propose actions for us to do kind of keeps us able to like ebb and flow with the different communities and what they want.
Thanks for watching. If you want to support our mission to transform politics into service, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on social media, and consider joining our Patreon, where you'll get early access to our interviews as well as other exclusive content. Links are in the description. Peace out.